Welcome back to Houston Life. You are looking at Houston's own Trae Tha Truth among the devastation in California, of course, following those deadly wildfires. Homes leveled, precious memories lost, but in true Houston fashion, Trae has stepped up to help.
Yeah, Trae and his relief gang spent a few days helping out those in the hardest hit areas of Altadena and Pasadena, giving out food, attending supply drives, and spreading the word for others to pull up and help out too.
Yeah, now he is back in the H, ready to continue his efforts this week. Welcome back to Studio B, Trae. We were just chatting during the break. You have been through so much over the past few months. Yeah. Still, somehow, you find the time and the resources and the energy to give back to your community. Can we start and chat about your daughter? How is she? Because I know you spent a very harrowing few months looking for her, essentially.
Yeah, that definitely was probably one of the toughest situations in my life. But for the most part, man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful because, you know, it showed me that God is definitely real. You know, my faith grew stronger, all different things, because if it wasn't for him, the right people wouldn't have been aligned for me to have her back now. Because imagine going through 4 or 5 months of steady hitting dead end blocks, and all of a sudden you get a call that your baby's been found.
What a huge blessing. And she's actually here hanging out with us in the studio today. So she's...
Everything I do, she around. That's my boss, low key, yeah.
She is 6 years old now. And in case people had missed it, she essentially disappeared after her mother picked her up for vacation, didn't return, and for months you didn't know her whereabouts.
Right. And we reunited January 1st.
Wow.
January 1st. That's the way to start the year.
New year, yeah, turning of a page. And you know what? This is, I think, why the wildfires are kind of extra devastating is because you have all these hopes for a new year. And here we go, Truth coming in hot right here to hang out with Dad. How are you feeling? Good. You look amazing. Are you happy to be hanging out with Dad today in Studio B? That's where we are right now, Studio B.
She's definitely a character, man.
We're glad to have you back in Houston, Truth.
Yes, absolutely. Glad to have you both. Okay, so yeah, starting off the new year, and then, you know, California is just devastated with these wildfires. At what point did you say, okay, I'm going to mobilize and head to the West Coast?
I think instantly, and honestly, because in situations like that, a lot of people take the time to plan and map out, but people need help right then and there. And I actually had a choice because I just reunited with my daughter, so I had a conversation with Truth, and I'm like, Daddy may need to leave for a day or so, so we agreed, and she was like, okay, go out there for a couple of days, and then you come back to me. So I instantly went out there, and we hit the ground running. I partnered with a team out there, The Source LA, and Brandon Lamar, and we got to getting supplies. The marathon ended up providing the hot meals, and we were just going.
Just nonstop?
Yeah.
The video here is just incredible. I can't imagine what it was like for you to be on the ground surveying the damage, and you have partnered up. Your Relief Gang we've featured here on Houston Life previously, and I know you have relationships with a lot of different organizations. And Trae, it struck us this morning. I mean, given all that you have dealt with in your own personal life, what is it that gives you the energy to keep going and giving back to these communities?
I think, honestly, man, I tell people all the time, I think that's just the heart that God blessed me with, but also, and matter of fact, I know it's the heart that God blessed me with. She be so playful. That God blessed me with, because my kids do the same thing. Like, so I believe it was the second day Truth was back, and she was going through her room. She like, Dad, I got these bag of toys. Tell them what you're gonna do with your bag of toys.
Bye. She's gonna go give them away.
Yeah, that she loved playing, but yeah, she was like, I want to donate. And so her brothers and them, they do the exact same thing. So it's just naturally our heart, you know. And I think people need it, man. Like, people want to give up a lot of times, and they look for reasons to actually give up because they don't have the help, the love, or the hope. So it's important for people like myself and others to come together to let them know we're with you.
It's a great example to set.
Absolutely. You know, you met someone out there by the name of Mr. Walt. Can you tell everybody about your interaction with him and how that came to be?
Shout out to the Source LA for that, the homie Roxy. What happened was, it was going viral. And instantly when you see the video, he say maybe a couple of words, and instantly you just see the tears. And you know, people, as I was learning about it, people like, oh, he's a legend out here, man. He's always helped so many people. It was just hurtful to see the pain that he was going through. And I reached out to Roxy, and I'm like, man, I need to find him. Since I'm out here anyway, I need to find him, and I want to do something for him. So she got me in touch with him. I went to the hotel, popped up, surprised him. And of course, my foundation, and I got a homie named Tracy who has Big Smiles Foundation. They were starting to go fund me, so we kicked off and blessed him with something. And now, on top of blessing him and made his day, now the GoFundMe has raised like almost $900,000.
Wow. That is staggering, considering the goal was much lower than that initially. You can tell by the look on his face. You do have a donation drive coming up. I do want to point out, though, you're about to be honored with your second Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. The first time you received this honor, it was back in 2021. Tell us about the award. This is a huge honor.
Definitely, man. This is... The thing is, when you do it so much, you don't really do it for the awards. You know, they come and you be grateful for them because you got to appreciate the blessings that come. It kind of randomly hit me, and it's like I knew about it, but I was so busy helping doing other stuff, I couldn't announce it to where I finally, yesterday, I was like, they doing this for me, so I got to at least show the love back, so I got to let it be known. And it's a blessing. That's the last Presidential Achievement Award that'll come from Biden and them before the presidency.
How does it work? Does President Biden just call you up and say, hey, by the way, we're going to honor you again. We've got another medal for you?
Nah, it don't work that way. So they have people in position, and everything that goes on with that, it has to be ran by him, the team, and they go to see the things that you do and see the work, and that's how they decide, okay, cool, this person definitely should get that, or maybe next time, you know.
Well, they're not maybe next time with you because you're constantly going. You say you don't get a lot of sleep because there's so much to be done, and you're also having a supply drive this Thursday.
That's going to be big too because first, let me point out, a lot of people are like, man, people in LA don't need help. All these the people where the fires are rich, and it's like, no, it's areas all around there that are way lower income than that. So that's why we were set up in Altadena, Pasadena, but myself, Impact 13, the Astros, 93.7 The Beat, we like, man, let's do something since I'm gonna go back out there. And we accepting everything from blankets, new clothes, new shoes, hygiene, toiletries, water. It's hard with the non-perishable food because they don't have nowhere to stay. So you got to get hot meals. So I was saying it's good to get gift cards to food restaurants. You know, you can have a Subway card or a Burger King card and stuff like that.
We're gonna put everything on our website where people what they can donate. So thank you so much, Trae.
Yeah, and that's Thursday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Man, we're gonna be there collecting. You see, Truth don't care what I got going on. She just controls the show.
Glad you're reunited with her. Thanks for your work in the community. We'll have that info on our website, HoustonLife.tv. The drive is happening this Thursday, the 16th.